For those looking to buy or sell Madden Ultimate Team coins, check out the MUT store. They have cheap prices, fast delivery, and great customer service. Use code TEXAS at checkout for a 10% discount. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Texas back over here on the Madden Ultimate Team with a new series for you guys today. Inspired from my homeboy named Daniel, aka Return of Dio. He runs a YouTube channel as well. Link in the description below. He has this series called Dan with Dio, where he reacts to other people's motorcycle crashes and gives his, analysis on how to prevent future crashes, as well as what may have caused the crash. It's kind of cool, kind of brutal. And if you guys are interested in watching that, link will be in the description below. But right now, I want to go ahead and do the same thing and give analysis on my Madden gameplay, especially because this year it seems like everybody's running the same thing. So you might want to see what's going on over here to try to be able to stop it. Now, this guy, Fancy Colt, 506-587-764-1948-911-12. Like this guy right here, he beat the brakes off me. If you guys were in my live stream, this guy had a great scheme. Not on offense, but defensively, he had such a great scheme. Now, hopefully everything looks good on the computer from your end. Right now, my end, it's just Vegas with a big box. Hopefully I can zoom in on that box and make it look a little bit more professional. Hopefully it's not too blurry in that instance. So right here, as you guys can see, our opponent's coming out and it looks to be like what mid blitz is. And yep, he's out here in mid blitz. But what this guy's doing, which is different, is that he's putting his safety or maybe a cornerback at this time in the box, and he's putting him right in between the two inside linebackers. So right here he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, and this is his user in the middle, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 7 on 7. It should be equal. And so right here we're going to slow it down right quick. Start to run the ball to the left side of the field where the hole is. Clowney's going up against 96 JJ Watt, 96 Gronkowski. I feel like Gronk should win that matchup with that 88 run block, but he does not for some reason in this play. But the play looks good right away. It looks really good. Like it looks like everybody's going to their assignment. So his user bails out of the middle. And then my fullback's right here, if you guys can see that. My left tackle is going to get the safety. And this guard here should be able to go down here and pick this guy up. So basically, if everybody's blocked and nobody coming off the back end except these two, it should be a huge run to the end zone. But what ends up happening on this play is my left tackle gets confused somehow, and he decides to turn his butt to the defender right here. So like chipping him, going down the field, getting that guy, or just going to block somebody in general, he decides to get confused. My fullback goes to block this guy, and it looks like my right guard is trying to block the safety on that side of the field. But it's still all good though, man, because the play looks like we should still be able to go through that hole because it's huge. And then it just doesn't work out that way. Clowney just destroys that Gronkowski. So I got to go outside now instead of going inside. So we still get 10 yards out of this. But this dude's mid blitz seems to be pretty amazing because it's confusing my guys. Like this should be an easy gain up here. Like there should be no reason that I don't be able to run down this alleyway. It's a huge hole. But I had to bounce this thing to the outside of Adrian Peterson. Luckily he has the speed and the strength to get the first down right there. So okay, so I expect him to do the same thing. But this time he doesn't bring his linebacker slash cornerback slash safety in the middle. And he ends up still stopping us for a loss. Now right here, 2nd and 10, this guy clicks on his safety and walks him down to the same spot in the middle. And I'm like, all right, so I now start to notice what this guy's doing. I go ahead and try to call an audible and run the ball back. It's 2nd and 10. I think he'll be fine right here. Do a little power O, see if we get some good blocking. And this dude in the middle just completely confuses my line. So my right guard pull, I think that might be try-turn. I think I'm running power run offensive line. Try-turner pulls, and then he gets confused and blocks nobody. I don't know why that's the case. Maybe his user's right there, so it messes everything up. But try-turner should at least clip somebody where I have a one-on-one matchup with the safety, which would be his user, but he doesn't. So this guy out of the mid-blitz so far has done a good job of stopping me outside of that one bounce out to the outside. So I notice he's running this the entire time. He has 7 people who should be coming through, but because he's using that guy in the middle, it's only going to be 6 still, so I have 7 blockers. I max protect. I block Marcus Allen, I block Adrian Peterson, and I got 5 blockers for a total of 7. But this is where it gets kind of glitchy. I block 7, he's sitting in the middle. Why did Adrian Peterson commit up immediately to block this guy? And Clowney just has a free shot at my quarterback. Just a free shot. That shouldn't happen, man. That shouldn't happen. That's 7 blockers against 6 pass rushers, and he still got pressure on me. So what I concluded was, okay, this guy in the middle is confusing my AI to where everybody's blocking down. Because mid blitz already is kind of a cheesy play, but if you're not gonna block anybody against mid blitz, it should come in because it's 6 versus 5. But I blocked people this time, and nobody came in, and he ended up getting the pressure, which forced the incompletion. Could have been much worse. Could have been a fumble. So we try to take our field goal. We end up missing it because we're terrible. But that's our first drive with this guy's defense. He plays it extremely well. So he scored the touchdown. Now we're back out here with the ball, and he's doing the same thing again, man. You guys see his guy in the middle. I think this is what guys are starting to do now to get instant pressure out off the edge, because nanos are dead over here in this game. This is what people are running now. I don't know if you guys have seen this down in the comment section. Let me know. Also, if you guys have seen this, how do you stop it? Like, the reason why I want to do these videos is because I want to get ideas flowing on how to prevent this from happening in the near future, because it wasn't by any means overpowered. It just glitches my AI to the point where they don't know how to block anybody. Because if I got 7 blockers and you're rushing only 6 people, there's no way I should get pressured that instantly. So back out here, my second possession, try to run the ball to the outside. And just, this dude's Clowney was playing out of control, man, just not getting blocked at all. Now, that could be my fault, because I think I might have had Cordy Glenn out here, who has 80 run block or 83 run block with Kim Boost, and he's not the greatest guy to have out there, so that might be my mistake. So we got 2nd and 10 right here. As you guys can see, he has the same setup. Again, nothing too crazy, just a guy in the middle, which is going to basically mean Clowney's going to come through free. And the reason why Clowney's so good is his speed and his hit power combination makes it hard to go ahead and compete against. And so right here, obviously the way to go is going to be the check down, but this time the blocking, my left tackle actually picks this guy up. And just like I said earlier, if I'm going to block 5 against a 6-man rush, I should come in free. Vaughn comes in free right here, and my halfback leaks out, which ends up being my guy go-to. So that is how it should be done. Remember, I blocked 7 and he got a free rush still. So that time it looks like he didn't set up properly, because my guy didn't block inside, which meant Clowney and Vaughn should have came in both at the same damn time, because it happens later on in this game. So okay, so he didn't do it right that time. That's why I got a positive gain out of that play. Now once again, this guy has this setup. Clowney, he has this guy in the middle, which is his user, and he has Vaughn over here. So he has 2 crazy good edge rushers, as well as this guy in the middle to bail out to confuse my AI. And this time he sets it up right, because what ends up happening on this play is some bad luck, and it's just bad luck. So I'm gonna go ahead and slow it down for you guys. He puts Vaughn in a light blue to prevent this check down to the halfback from going for any further yards. His user across the middle is going to guard my receivers running across the middle and stuff like that. And then, so look what happens here. So my left tackle immediately, the last play, he blocked this guy. In this play, he's going to block the guy on the inside for some reason, because he has more guys on the inside because his user being right here. So he completely confuses my AI, which means Clowney is going to come through screaming for the pressure right here. But it should be 5-on-5, because I got, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this guy's not blitzing in the middle. But that's not what happens. That's not what happens. This dude, like, yo, he has a scheme, man. I don't know where he found it. I don't know if there's an ebook or something he discovered, but it's something that is annoying the crap out of me as my... Sorry about that. My dog was chewing on my headphones. But this first episode is going to be kind of rough, so bear with it. So, yeah, this guy basically does that. And actually, my guy picks it up. Okay, that's a shock. So my guy actually picks up Clowney, which gives me a time in the pocket to find somebody open. And I decided to go deep, and this should be a touchdown, but I ended up possession catching it. So what happened here? So again, he probably didn't set it up right that time, because yo, that's crazy. Like, why? I blocked 7 and didn't get this blocking. So my left guard actually dropped back and picked up Clowney, which gave me time to go down the field. All right. So this guy was not setting it up properly, because he does do a better job of it later on. So right here, I'm out here in the same thing, man. I have same formations, and end up throwing a pick right there. All right, so what happens here? What happens? So Clowney comes in that time. So So like there's like it's kind of amazing. So it seems to be one of these things where it just randomly works sometimes. Because again, my left tackle is not picking up the guy right here. He's going for the guy inside, and this guy Von Miller is going out in coverage, and he doesn't get there in time. So like he tries to get there. He tries. I think it's my center this time. My center tries to get there, just is not fast enough. This cornerback over here is pressing the hell out of Hopkins. Adrian Peterson maybe is somewhat open, and this guy is trying to get off the press over here. So really nowhere to go with the ball, and I end up forcing a bad throw, and it is picked off. So that is pretty cool. So it's interesting. It works a lot of the time, but I'm looking at it right now, and it sometimes doesn't come in. Okay. So I don't really know what you can do to stop this consistently, because even in the stream, some of these guys are telling me to do this, do that, and it just was not working. It just was not working. But have you guys ran up against this particular defense online? Because if so, let me know. Right here, do a toss play, which somehow gets positive yards, and Adrian Peterson can't stick Eric Reed. Eric Reed is a goon, man. I think it might be Eric Reed. If not, it's somebody else. So we got 2nd and 6. He's trying to run the ball against this guy, and it just does not yield any positive yards against him. Good defense right there. So good run defense and good pass defense. And this time, I don't have anybody back here blocking. And I think this time he sends Vaughn at me as well. So now it's 7 versus 5, which should easily, well, not 7, but it's still 6 versus 5 with this guy in the middle being a confusing guy. And so Vaughn's over here and Clowney's right here. So I got 5 guys in the middle picking up 4 people, and both these 2 guys come in at the same time. Peterson's open, but I'm getting ready to throw the ball, and you know, when you do that, fumbles happen. So this guy had a pretty great scheme. I do got more gameplay from this that I can upload. This guy will whoop my ass. Right here, I'm trying under center to see how this goes, seeing if this is going to be a better result. So I got Hopkins on the streak, got a bunch of guys on the streak as well, and we'll see what happens. So we got Peterson blocking, and that time it picks it up. It picks it up, and even though nobody on my team is getting open, like maybe X is open right here, but his user's right there. Like there's nobody on my team creating separation, which is a travesty. A travesty. So we throw the ball to Gronk right here on a little dump off, and he ends up getting positive yards down the field, but he's not fast enough, and he does not get anywhere else. So I'm pretty sure this drive results in the pick again, because I did not score many points against this guy. Toss play didn't work right there. What happened here? A little quick pitch, and just nowhere to go with the ball right there. Okay, mid blitz again. Mid blitz is not supposed to be this good, but I guess it is when you don't have anybody on your team doing anything extraordinary. And then we try to run this play action. He runs right by, fumble forced, and luckily we recovered. So, yo, what happened here? So right here, the play action. Yo, I legit, what happened here? Okay, so this is where it gets kind of crazy. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Peterson being our 8 blockers. So we got 8 versus 2 guys out here in the field. And I think he might have pass commit, which is why he ran right by Peterson. But this shouldn't happen though. Like, it's 8 people versus 7, 8 versus 6, not 7 versus 6. I keep saying 7. It might have been 7 because this guy did engage with my center. But man, this is not supposed to happen. This is not supposed to happen. It's just this mid blitz is working so well. This guy runs right by, forces a fumble. Man, this is crazy. So ran up against a guy who knew what he was doing with the team he had constructed, man. So even though nanos aren't here anymore, you're gonna see a lot of guys out here running a ton of edge heat and trying to get your guys not blocking properly. So again, I blocked 7 people, man. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I blocked 7 people, and we end up not picking it up and end up getting a sack here. Yeah, why does that happen? Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. So it just seems like it messes up the left side of the field, because on the right side, maybe because there's 3 guys right here versus, well, no, I don't even know anymore, because like I'm looking. So this guy's trying to pull for some reason, but my right tackle picks up this guy, and as you guys can see, so maybe it just messes up on the left side of the field, because why are both these guys going inside and these guys are picking up that guy? Because the right side again is picked up, the left side not so much, and Clowney just comes in again and just ruins my day. So there's something with this particular setup that glitches out the left side of the field. I could be tripping. You guys may let me know down in the comment section below. Text if I'm tripping, let me know, because it just seems like there's nothing that I can do to prevent this from happening, because I'm blocking the appropriate amount of people, and it just seems like I'm getting bleeped in the bleep because I cannot block the one guy that's ruining the play. Plus the cornerbacks are just destroying my receivers and just don't have anybody to go to in time before I get sacked. Because right now there's no icons. There legit is no icons. I gotta eat this sack. This is amazing, man. So shout out to my opponent for this crazy thing. Like I said, I did end up scoring on this guy. Like his team, it wasn't hard to beat. I just didn't have time because it just seems like what he was doing was completely glitching what I wanted to do there, and now he's playing that defense because that makes sense. But yeah, shout out to Isaiah1101, and shout out to you guys for watching this. If you guys want more, let me know down in the comment section below. And like I said, if you guys know how to block that, if you guys know what to do to prevent that guy from running that thing the entire game, let me know. And maybe if you guys are struggling to get defensive stops, maybe you guys might want to run that defense he's running. Just get into practice mode, practice it, and see if you get success out of it. Because, yo, he completely shut me down. Score was like 31-7. And I just had no hope this game, man. No hope at all. But it's all good, though. I'm the Texas boy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.